If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it.
Are you looking for Rebel Clash codes? They are already available on Poton Store, as you can see, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off or for any purchase of all the other code cards they have.
For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything you need from collectibles to all the new Pokemon Sword and Shield cards, and Rebel Clash is now in stock. Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to Players Cup, I guess. The Limitless qualifiers have ended now. The Limitless qualifiers have ended and the last champion ended up being this combo Zacian deck that you are seeing now. Might be wondering why I don't have all the blinginess. Well, I finally have enough cards to build a few decks, right? A few of the more competitive decks. I did this in order to be able to grind for the Players Cup. I will be trying to participate. I do have 336-ish event tickets, and big thanks to Vince Mallow for helping me out with a few of the extra staples that he had. Very, very kind of him. And yeah, so I am able to build this combo Zacian deck, which I'm pretty happy about. I don't like seeing these like doubles if I can avoid it. I do have different Orangurus, but well. So obviously we have Zacian V, the promo. Big props to Poton Store as well for helping me out and providing me with the 4 Zacian V code cards. Very, very kind of them. We have the 4 Zacian Vs. We have Intrepid Sword, where we can draw 3 cards or turn ends, but if there are any metal energies there, we do get to attach them. And we have Brave Blade, dealing 230 damage, and during your next turn you can't attack. Now the idea behind this is you have no more ADP, but you do have extra energy, so powering up is a little easier. And thanks to Jirachi Prism Star's Switch Up Net RCL ability, if you take this Pokemon as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench is in full, then you can place Jirachi Prism Star on your bench and then you get an extra prize card. Pretty cool. Now, how are we going to get Jirachi Prism Star in the prize cards? Well, that's where Oranguru's Primate Wisdom comes in, as it switches the top card from her deck and puts it into her hand, and switches a card from her hand for the top deck, and Mr. Mime allows us to place, when we bench it, a card from her hand to the top deck. So we bench Mr. Mime, we put the Jirachi Prism on top, we use we use Oranguru, put the Jirachi Prism on top, and then we use Mr. Mime and we switch the prize with the Jirachi Prism. That's what we do. Sorry, I was completely botching that. And so yeah, other than that, pretty interesting that this Japanese player, let me just check the name, right? This Japanese player who did really well throughout this tournament series, Taketo Seki, yeah, played Sonia. This is the first time we've seen Sonia in a true competitive deck. You can search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon or up to 2 basic energy cards. Both of them really good options for Zacian. If this card was like a combination, I feel like it would be seeing a lot more play, but because you do have to choose between basic Pokemon or energy, it's a little limited, but they end up winning, so expect the price of this card to go a little up in the upcoming days. Worm Townie, thanks so much for being here. How are you doing? We have Mobile as an anti-obstacle attack. We have Mew. We have Dedenne, we have Jirachi for consistency. We have our Metal Saucer, Scoop Up Net, Tool Scrapper, Switch, Quick Ball. We have the Friend Ball as Dragapult, like Lightning, Metal, and Psychic types are probably the most common types right now. So Friend Ball is essentially a free search. And of course we have our bosses orders. Now to finish off, we do have the Metal Goggles. Metal Goggles are pretty nice because they reduce by 30 damage any attacks you receive onto your Metal Pokemon, but your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on it. So that's also pretty useful because you prevent any damage from Dragapult onto your benched Zacians, right? They can target other things, but they can't continue to add damage to the Zacians. I did, however, find out earlier when playing, I do want to say the changes. I did find out earlier when playing that like the Metal Goggles specifically say, you prevent damage from attacks and abilities. But earlier, I believe I took a knockout on a Dragapult that had Horror Energy, and the Horror Energy should have knocked me out, and we should have gone to Sudden Death. But what ended up happening was I didn't take the damage. So, like, I'm fairly sure that would have been a scenario where Sudden Death would have been forced. But the Metal Goggles might have prevented the damage counter placement from the Horror Energy. Yeah, so... okay, my opponent immediately scoops. Who were we? What? Yukino, okay. I don't know why they immediately scoop, but we will take the win. As now, every win gets me coins, gets me tournament tickets. We're closing in on 5 tournament tickets for the Player Cup grind. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I was saying, I don't know if it's a glitch or not. Maybe someone is... am I trying to get there? What do you mean there, Wormtown? You were. I mean, I'm just trying to grind the ladder, right? Now the ladder points and the ladder rewards for my regular account do matter. I will probably, like, any meta deck that I can feature on my regular account, I will. And then any obscure deck that I don't have the cards for, I will just play with on my demo account. Yeah, so I'll be using both. And yes, I definitely will try to qualify, and I definitely expect to qualify for the tournament. Okay, do I want to change this hand away? I guess it's fine. It's not ideal. Definitely not ideal. The 2 Scoop Up Nets loss is pretty harsh. The Quick Ball, I mean, this is Snorlax. I don't foresee myself needing Mew, so might as well just grab the Zacian, Metal Saucer onto it. I could switch, I guess. Is that better? No, I don't think so. I don't mind splitting energies. I still have plenty of energies. And let's go for the Intrepid Sword. I do find 1 and put 2 researches into my hand. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And we're looking good to knock out that Snorlax V next turn. Alright. Porygon Z. Okay. Mewtwo over 3rd boss anti-exploder? Maybe, but your bench just starts getting super... hey Chris Rico, thanks so much for being here. The bench just starts getting super cluttered anti-exploder. I don't think you have the space for that. Okay, I mean, we don't mind that. We don't mind that. My opponent clearly didn't have a better supporter to use. I just top deck the energy, that's fantastic. I'm gonna lose my Scoop Up Nets. Like that, this is the 3rd Scoop Up Net, so realistically I'll only be able to do the combo once, not twice. But I'm not even like getting anywhere near close to the combo, so which is fine, right? But would be nice. That's okay though. It seems like my opponent's deck is not a very meta based option, therefore the pressure that we will get applied is not that high anymore. Or maybe I'll be wrong, yeah, I guess we'll see. I immediately expected like a welder based Snorlax V deck with fire type attackers, so I was kind of scared. But seeing Porygon, it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. Daltrunk, you haven't seen Team Zacian on PTGO. Here you go. The ugly dog. I don't know, I don't like the art. I'll get used to it, right? But I needed the cheaper option, I guess. Okay, so this sucks because I don't have a way to attack this turn. Right? I don't have a way to dig. I don't have a way to do anything. Yikes. I mean, I could take a look at my opponent's hand. Oh, and I priced both of my Orangurus. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so like we've completely given up on that option. I'm gonna see my opponent's hand. Snorlax VMAX, Hyper Potion, Rare Candy, Buff Padding, Draw Energy. Okay, so he's drawing completely dead. Right, completely dead. I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword, get the energy, that's perfect. I don't think my opponent will ever be able to get through 3 powered up stations, but we'll see. No, I did not lose my demo account. I'm gonna be actively using both now in order to grind for the Players Cup. Yeah, so hello Ruben, how are you doing? So I will be playing whenever I have the chance to play meta decks with this regular account, I will. And my intention is to show as well, show myself playing the tournaments, right? The 8-man standard tournament tickets. Probably not on stream because I don't want to be stream sniped or whatever. Probably I'm like to not be distracted by chat. However, okay, Marnie's pretty nice here. Just gonna go ahead and do this. I'll keep thinning. So much for the combo, but we're not playing against a very serious deck, so that's fine. And let's go Marnie, keep the bench space open, you never know. Goodbye to the 2 cards they search for. We get 2 prize cards here. And yeah, things are looking pretty okay. Things are looking pretty okay. And Ruben, wow, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I did not hear the alarm. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. How are you doing? How are you doing? So yeah, Dalton, I'm playing with this account because I had the cards to build the champion deck, so I get nothing from playing the champion deck on my demo account. I am able to do something by playing the demo account. I mean the champion deck in the non-demo account so that I can get more coins, get more cards, get more tournament tickets. And wow, man, another 500 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Okay, so Snorlax V. I mean, if my opponent comes up to attack, then we just win, right? If I had a boss's orders, I would also win, but I do not. However, I do have Stellar Wish. I believe I did Marnie though, right? And so I'm pretty sure they're just at the bottom of the deck, so I'm not gonna be able to find them. I'm not able to. Marnie doesn't really matter here. I'll just grab another Switch, honestly. No, you know what? No, yeah, I have research. Never mind. I'll just grab another Switch. It's not that big a deal, and then I'll go attach. I'll pick up the Jirachi. I'll promote this guy, and then I'll bench this guy, and then I'll research. I guess I could have tried again, but no, I didn't. Never mind. This is perfect. Goodbye, Jirachi Prism. I'm just trying to thin. I do have 2 boss's orders, 10 cards left in the deck, so I'm hoping I'll just be able to find 1 boss's orders next turn of my Stellar Wish, 1 of 2. Right, and we'll have a 2 out of 9 cards, so but every time we look at a card then our chance increase, so probably like a 65-ish, 60-ish% chance, something like that. Alright, so there's a crazy code. I don't even think Zacian can go down this turn. Alright. Pokegum, so definitely going for the VMAX. Benching that doesn't change our win condition really. Okay, so I will go ahead and switch. And can I find 1 of my 2 boss's orders? Yes, I can. Perfect. And that will be game. We'll go ahead and get an IOU from our opponent, right? An IOU from our opponent. She owes me an extra prize card. I did see that Azul is not going to participate, Chris. I completely understand where he's coming from. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of the way the tournament works, like at all. I'm definitely not a fan of how the tournament works, and the tournament rep is like it's just a really weird decision, right? When they could have just had like a big tournament like Limitless. Arcanine like had 4 big online tournaments for each region. That would have been fantastic. But okay, so I think like there's a big disconnect between the people that want to do things and the people in charge. So I'm sure the people that are in charge of organized play also had other ideas, but what gets approved and what doesn't get approved, that's a different story, right? Muchas gracias, Luis. Muchas gracias. Otro mes más. Muchísimas gracias por utilizar Twitch Prime en mi canal. So like I don't know, there's so much to consider, honestly. There's just so much to consider. No attachment here really sucks. But we'll live. Yeah, I can find Oranguru with this, so that's pretty cool. Right, that's definitely pretty cool. And then I can get the combo with Sonia going. That's pretty nice. Probably up against Baby Plants, I'd imagine. Not even sure. Let's do this, and let's just go for the Intrepid Sword. 2 energies. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. There you go. Like streaming twinsies. Yeah, he might change his mind, he might not. I'd like both decisions I think are fine. Both decisions I think are fine. I'm glad we have something, yes. Could it be better? Of course, right? Absolutely. Given the circumstances on how the virus is not going away at any point, and then they're rioting in the United States, I'm losing hope that we're gonna have any like real events before September, if at all this year, you know? So like Pokemon is gonna be forced to do online stuff or kill organized play. It's one of the two, right? And after 17 years of organized play, right? I would imagine that's not the option they want, right? So, because I know there's some very passionate people in charge of everything. So, I don't know. It's a very complex situation. Why does the deck run to Sonia? Well, I mean, on turn 1, Sonia can help you get Zacian. It can help you get the combo pieces, right? Instead of having to use Quick Ball to continually find the Oranguru, the Mr. Mime, the Jirachi Prism Star, Sonia just gets you the pieces immediately. So that's the main reason. Yeah. This deck probably still has a terrible matchup against Baby Blounce, like unless you get incredibly lucky and you can pull off the combo against two GXs or Vs twice. Still seems really difficult though. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand where Azul is coming from. I saw his video, and I agree with most of the points, or pretty much everything. But I am choosing to participate. You know, like, for me, there's no reason not to participate. What I've been really missing is the competition. Okay, so I will be able to get 3 prizes here, thanks to that energy top deck. So, I'm gonna grab these. The Dedenne for next turn. Yeah, I kind of like the Dedenne for next turn. Okay, so this is how we do it. We do Oranguru first, put the Jirachi, right? And then I go Mr. Mime, switch the prize card. And then I go attach. And then I go Stellar Wish for another switch. I think that seems reasonable. And then I'll go switch. And then... Okay, so this is something that I was talking about earlier. Like, I can't take 3 prizes right now, but I don't have to. You know, I actually don't have to. I could just avoid this prize card, take 2, and save the bench space. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna avoid the Jirachi for now, okay? I know where it is, I'll still get the extra prize. I probably won't be able to pull off the combo back to back. With this hand, I might be able with a new hand, right? So we'll see. We'll see how this pans out. That's pretty sad. That's also a card you don't expect in Baby Blounce, honestly. That's definitely a card you don't expect. Took away my Dedenne, took away my energy and the Metal Saucer. So that is a big problem. Less competition, Chris, indeed. I mean, it would be cool, right? To run into Azul into those tournaments. And I'm not even directly competing against him, right? If I were competing against Azul in terms of the tournament, I'd be competing against him in the Players' Cup because it's top 256 from each region, and I'm not North America. I'm LATAM, he's North America, so we would each qualify to our respective tournaments, and then afterwards we would each play in our qualifiers, and then afterwards we would run into each other in the Players' Cup, so in August. Okay. Reset Stamp. You never expect Reset Stamp in that deck. Makes sense, I guess, but like you just don't expect it, right? You just don't expect it. Okay. Alright, so definitely promoting Jirachi. Definitely promoting Jirachi. Definitely attaching. Definitely playing the Shrine. Then I'm fairly sure I'll just go for Dedenne change. I could save the Scoop Up Net. I think it's worth it. Very worth it. Because now I have the guaranteed Scoop Up Net, and if I find another of these guys, then I'm in a pretty good spot. Not the best, not the worst, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Finding these two and this is just fantastic. I will need, however, like another Zacian, another double Metal Saucer, etc. Here's the Zacian though. Here's the Zacian for next turn. Okay, my opponent will not have double reset stamp, right? Please tell me they're not gonna have double reset stamp. I will get rid of what though? The energy? Yeah, the energy for now. Not happy about it, but it's what I have to do. Oh, you know what? I could play the Mawile down. Mawile's not a bad option. No, I'll guarantee the attack. Well, I'll try to guarantee the attacker. And I'll retreat. And then go boop. Right? Okay, so now I'm grabbing the Jirachi Prism Star from my prize cards, because then I am guaranteed-ish the combo. As long as my hand sticks, that energy is beautiful. I don't expect to find two Metal Saucers, of course. My opponent does play Boss's Orders, and that's a big problem, right? That is a big problem for us. We saw him put back the Boss's Orders earlier. Hopefully the Marnie helps with that. Like, best case scenario, he grabs Boss's Orders right now. That way the Marnie doesn't get him closer to that. Probably won't be taking a KO unless I get extremely lucky, but I'm 1 KO away from winning because I will be putting the Jirachi Prism Star back in the prize cards. Trombeak. No, Cramorant, sorry. Why do I keep calling Trombeak? I mean, Cramorant, Trombeak, I don't know. Cramorant would be a problem, but it is in the discard pile, so that's pretty good. We see the Great Catcher, so that's a very big problem. Although, it's going to be at the bottom of the deck. So we'll see. We'll see. It's out of our hands, right? It's out of our hands. I need Metal Saucers. Double Metal Saucer wins me the game. Anything else means I have to wait a turn. Right? Anything else means I have to wait a turn. Alright. Here's another Baby Blown. There is another Baby Blown. So goodbye Zacian, of course. Promote Jirachi. And then we go Scoop Up Net for this guy. Oranguru on the Jirachi. And then we go Mime. And then we go Attach. And then we go Quick Ball to Thin. I'll grab Jirachi to Thin. And then we go Marty. So the one thing goes to the bottom. I guess this kind of helps. I won't be attacking this turn though. I did not find the second Metal Saucer. I did find one, not the second one. But yeah, like if my opponent doesn't win next turn, we win. So we need them to not have a ghost effect. If they do, they win. If they don't, we win. And based on the fact that the Great Catcher is at the bottom of the deck, they could only have bosses orders. Or, I mean, maybe they play more than one Great Catcher, right? We'll see. They did immediately play it, so that's good news, I guess. They did shuffle the deck now with Ultra Space. I did not take a knockout, so Oranguru is not helpful to them right now. Oranguru is not helpful to them. Diakuro, you subscribed. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Okay, there's the welder. Thank you so much. When did you subscribe? I didn't get a notification though. Thank you so much. Alright, so there's a welder at the top. Does that change anything? I think we did it. We beat Baby Blounce with combo Zacian, thanks to the combo, right? Thanks to the combo. Well, there's the welder. And Fire Crystal. Okay, so my opponent needs to draw exactly Great Catcher. Bye! My opponent needs to draw exactly Great Catcher. Anything else doesn't help him win the game. Will he find it? Will he find it? Will he find it? I imagine he didn't, based on the fact that he didn't play it yet. Nothing survives a hit from Zacian. My opponent's best bet is probably to not attack, forcing me to have a switching card, which I do have. Taking a KO does not help him, because it gives me Stellar Wish. But, seems like he doesn't care. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. Perfect. And boop. Boop, dee boop. We take Jirachi, which is here. Right? As long as I had good memory and I knew where Jirachi was, beating Baby Blounce with Zacian always feels really nice. Broken deck, Savage Giraffe Rig indeed. Pretty broken deck indeed. Alright, let's jump into the next game. Jump into the next game. Drew 24 is calling the coin flip. We win the coin flip. We would like to go first. Yeah, we should always go first with this deck for sure. Pretty broken start. I don't know what I'm up against, so I'm gonna play it safe with the Mew. And since I do have Switch, so that's pretty cool. I will find out more about my opponent's deck just now based on the mulligan. This seems to be Dragabolt off of my first impression right there. Could be Mew Mali, right? Definitely could be Mew Mali. And it is Mew Mali actually. Alright, so we'll do that, this is... do I want to quick ball anything? I mean, I could just go for the Dedenne, honestly. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna see what I draw and then I'll decide. That's really cool. Getting all those switching cards is not very cool, but oh well. Oh well, sees. I don't know if Dedenne is even in my deck. I actually don't know that. And okay, maybe it's not even Mew 3 Mali, maybe it's just a Malamar version of the deck, like an old school Malamar deck. Alright. And my opponent just immediately scoops. Let's go. Let's go. Easy wins, right? Now I actually do want to get 10 wins per day. Get a bunch of coins, get a bunch of tickets, get the really cool Cernius, Tag Team GX. Not quite. The Cernius GX, not super useful. So 5 tickets. I mean, so I guess this would be the end goal, right? I would love to get to 1670 points. Probably won't get there within 7 days. It feels like a lot, like a big commitment, but I'll try, I guess. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I will try. Alright, Neren 25. Assuming Pikachu, right? Alright. Right. Okay, so that's a cool card. We're up against Pikarom, that's for sure. I think I have to give up on the Great Catcher here. So I'll grab this guy. I'll Stellar Wish. Stellar Wish for this. And then I'll go ahead and attach and Intrepid Sword. Very nice. Yeah, it's always very cool to get that. And I am guaranteed energy thanks to Sonia. I will get the pieces if they are there, thanks to the Quick Wall, right? Oranguru and Mr. Mime. So I might just get a knockout for 3 prizes on this Bolton next turn. Which obviously would be pretty fantastic. Would be pretty fantastic. Alright. There's the Cocoa Prism. There is the Cocoa Prism. Quick Ball. Pikarom. And Electrify, as expected. Alright. Don't need to play them all well, that's probably one of the discardable cards. A second energy off of Sonia could also be discardable, so let's find out if the combo pieces are there. Mr. Mime is there, Oranguru is there, perfect. So I'll grab 2 metal, and then we'll go Quick Ball away. The Mawile, yeah, the Mawile. That seems fair. Let's grab Oranguru. Let's bench Oranguru, and then let's get rid of a metal. I think it's fine. And let's grab not the Zacian, but rather Mr. Mime. And so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go ahead and use Oranguru to put the Jirachi at the top. And then we'll play Mr. Mime, switching this prize so that we don't forget. Then we will Stellar Wish. For the goggles, I like the goggles, makes it even harder for Pikarom to KO us. Needs 260 minus 30, needs 2 Electro Powers now for the GX rather than just the 1. And I will bench this instead in case I go down, and then Brick Blade. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But I'd love to have another Zacian to Metal Saucer, but you can't have it all, right? You actually just can't have it all. So now all we need to do is knock out a Pigrom. Zacian. Oh! Did you see that? What? That was insane. That was actually insane. Okay. Perfect hand. Yeah, perfect hand. Alright, there's your aura. Too bad about the second Metal Saucer. So I only have one metal, but that's pretty okay. We're fine here. Still have all 4 switches. Still have a bunch of options. Alright. Only a single Electro Power has been played though. Only a single excuse me. Only a single Electro Power has been played, I believe. Why is there 2? Has it been 2 Electro Powers? No, just 1. Yeah, just 1. So what's the 2 here? Oh, there it is. Each of your Pokemon... okay, 2 effects. Palpatine Pigrom. That's not good, my friend. Palpatine Pigrom is not good. Circuitry GX is an interesting inclusion. Circuitry GX is actually an interesting inclusion. Alright. Alright. Is the music all right, by the way? Okay, so we took a hit for the 150 full blitz. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so I am going to have to lose a Metal Saucer. Not the end of the world, not ideal though. I will Quick Ball for a Jirachi. Let's go research. I could have saved the Metal Saucer actually with Oranguru. That probably would have been a good idea. Okay, this is fine though. This is fine. I should have done that. That was a mistake on my part. 100% mistake on my part. There's another Metal Saucer. I will get to attack. I will be 1 energy away from basically winning the game, which I just got right there. And I have the boss's orders at the top to chase down this Pigrom and simply win the following turn. 2-card hand could stand me down to 3, right? That's fair. I have the pivots. I'm 1 energy away. I have boss's orders, access, so we should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Getting that 3 prizes is pretty big, I'd say. Pretty big. We do get Marnie, so the boss's order play ends up being pretty good. Energy, boss's order, and that's that. Energy, boss's order, and that is that. Alright. Energy to the Bolton. Energy to the Bolton. So I'll probably start playing for the Players' Cup tomorrow. Like, I don't know how to balance, like, doing different deck profiles and showcasing Players' Cup playtime. I'll just promote that and go attach, boss's order, and bye-bye Pigrom. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty broken deck indeed. Pretty broken deck indeed. Alright. I guess when you don't lose, you can get through the ladder pretty quickly, right? Okay, so that will be all for the Zacian. Why is the chat not showing up in the chat tab? Trek says, I thought no one was talking. I thought, yeah, there just haven't been any messages. Or I think so. Alright, so I will be going on to the top 4 Dragapult by Michael Catron, so don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second with our next deck.